Hello all, and welcome to your very own Tech and More. As part of the ongoing series, that is where we are practicing writing down user stories from scratch. That is, I will be acting as a client slash mentor, and Navnath here will be acting as a business analyst. He will be listening to my requirements as a client and then fetching out a user story out of it. Welcome to one more video. If you haven't watched previous videos, I would strongly recommend go and have a look at them. We have covered different scenarios, Salesforce and non-Salesforce examples, which will in turn help you to practice writing down good user stories, which in general is an essential part of your job as a business analyst. So, and one more thing, the brownie point is that we are showing you how to use ChatGPT or AI in general to make your user stories more professional, more good looking. So without wasting any more time, let's start, Navnath. Can you first share your screen before I start the requirements? Okay. So the requirement that I have today in my mind is around assume that I have an online platform as in for education for courses, much similar to Coursera or Udemy. And we are implementing a new feature, or rather, we want you to implement a new feature wherein we want the folks to enroll into the course, into the program. The a couple of permutations and combinations would be number one would be that if a person is already logged in or if they're already a user of that particular program or that website, then they should be able to directly enroll to the program. If they're not a part of the program already, then in that case, they have to first sign up and then they can enroll. And of course, as a course admin, I should be able to view all the details of the enrolled candidates into the course as an admin, as an instructor. So let's say I have a program posted on Udemy, I should be able to access the information and the detail of all the enrolled trainees or enrolled people into the course. So basically the requirement has to be from two perspectives. Number one is from the enrollment, that is from the student perspective, and the other is one is from the trainer perspective. So this is the basic requirement that you're planning to implement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as per the training perspective, so what exactly you want me to include? It is just about the metrics you want. Like you just want to ensure that whatever the count is for the current enroll is there, or you want me to show and view where the current traffic for that particular enrollment is going on, like that in detail. I would
I think
like
for
I would say.
now, I think for now, I would like to keep it simple. Let's not complicate it a lot. As a trainee, as a trainer, that is, as a mentor or as a person who has posted the course, I just want the details of the candidates, and details would be a
Mhm.
simple table in Excel that keeps on updating on a dynamic basis, which will have the candidate's name, their phone number, their email ID, and maybe their feedback. I think that information would suffice for now.
Okay. Basic personal info and feedback.
Yeah.
Okay. Post enrollment. Mm-hmm. Okay, and if I speak about the courses you want to offer, so you would would the first page when a user comes, so would that be like the multiple courses you are offering, or is it like we are talking about one specific course?
I think this
And
is this is eligible for all the courses. If a person comes up for the first time for any program, if they're not registered, first they have to sign up. And if they're registered,
mhm.
then they just click on the enroll now button, and the person should be enrolled into the program directly. And it applies to all the programs.
Okay, 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 okay.
Any other questions you want to ask me here for this
Mm,
requirement?
So for this existing user, so if the a person who is who is supposed to who wants to apply for a particular this course, so first of all he has so while visiting this edtech website, he needs to fill up the details, or he supposed to have an already an existing credentials for that, and what about I'm not able to say
So
about the
I would
links.
say that enroll now button should be visible in both the cases, even the person is registered or not. That is, if they're a part of the portal or not. If they're
Mhm.
signed up, then also you show the enroll now button. If they're not signed up, then also. So if a person is an existing user and they click on the enroll now button, then in that case they should be able to navigate to the course details directly. If a user is new and he or she
Mhm.
clicks on the enroll now button, then first they should be redirected to the sign up page. And one check that I would like you to add is that one person should not be able to enroll more than once to the same program. So as in,
Okay.
if a user is already enrolled to a program, then if they go back to the same landing page of the course, the enroll now button should not be visible to them now, which I think is an obvious ask, but just to be sure.
Right. Okay, makes sense. One user, one program.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for me to particularly write a user story, this information is fine as of
Okay.
now.
Cool. So let's start with the user story.
As an authorized user, able to see.
And FYI, you need not worry about the spellings or the grammar because we're going to use ChatGPT later on to fix all these things. You just need to write on the pointers.
Okay, sure. One thing I was just thinking that
Mhm.
in this particular for this particular enrollment feature, like can we divide this user story into two? Like, can we create two user stories for this particular feature?
And
One for the student and
yeah, I was actually expecting you to ask this because it makes sense to bifurcate remembering the principles of writing user stories. So it makes sense
hmm,
to have bifurcated user stories when the feature is big. So
right.
for now, let's only focus on one part of the story, and then maybe
Mhm.
we can discuss this in some other video.
Sure. I see. The user story is like this.
Okay, sounds good. Now let's copy this into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to correct the grammatical errors and everything, and then let's review it finally.
Okay.
Cool. Let's copy this. This looks good. Do you have any questions from this?
You want if you are referring to add some additional points for this particular user story, or is it like the on the existing one, whatever the points I've mentioned?
I think the points look good, and the way ChatGPT has prettified it up is also very nice. So I think as far as the scope is concerned, the user story looks good.
Okay.
Okay, then
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I would say for that other part, we can either we can mention like into this particular user story summary itself. This is for student.
Yes, that makes sense. So you can say student login, or maybe from student perspective, and then from the admin perspective. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then I think it looks good.
Mhm.
I think this particular piece helped you in writing down user stories better, and
Right.
we'll meet for more such practice sessions. So thank you so much for joining, and thank you for the viewers. I hope that this particular series is helping you out. And yeah, see you also. Thank you.